Hello people, thank you for the like. Who we've got here, welcome in. So there's people saying that the Wes Watson attack was staged. Hello Timmy, has anyone heard about this Wes Watson attack thing? Apparently it's been staged or something. Yeah, welcome back Jake. Hello, Susanna, how you doing? Welcome to my live. So yeah, has anyone been, keeping up with the whole Wes Watson thing? It's just, I don't know, the guy's absolutely pathetic. He's just desperately trying to create controversy, I think, because he knows that he's really got like nothing else to offer. Like, he's desperately trying to sell his courses, which are just probably not going to really be that helpful. And I've heard he's like slashed the price down quite a bit, and it's just a complete train wreck. Susanna sounds like a fake account. Hang on a second. Is Jake the same person as... Hello Anton, good to see you. How have you been? You alright? Sounds like the same person as King Dale Clark. Like the way that you're saying, sounds like a fake account, like, because that's exactly what that person kept saying. They kept accusing everybody of being fake accounts. So it makes me think that you could be the same person with a different name, so I don't know. But maybe I'm just being paranoid, but yeah. That guy ended up turning out quite weird. Ended up blocking him. It just got me guard up now of like any kind of thing that kind of seems off. Anyway, thank you for the likes, everybody. Let's try and get this shared out if you can. Sharing is Karen. Yeah. But I was a bit confused because like when Jace was talking about doing a 20-minute plank, I think he meant like in the push-up position, not in like the proper plank position. I don't know, I'd have to like talk to him about that, but because I noticed I could probably do it longer in the push-up position than in the proper plank position, if you get me. But it's not you. You didn't like him. Why did you not like him? Is it because he was like accusing everybody of being fake accounts and stuff, and then he was just sending some like comment about saying that how I'm just like on here for validation and all that, and it's like, yeah, just showing his true colours, because he was acting like being all supportive and all that, being all kind of like, but the thing is, I was asking some really weird questions. It's like I had a reason to kind of hello Lit, how you doing? How much weight are you planning to gain? Not much really, just recomping really. Yeah, ideally stay around the same weight, but improve my body composition really. That's my kind of goal really at this point. I'm not trying to be some huge bodybuilder guy, but just be athletic and healthy. Jake, your account says King Dale Clark. Huh? What do you mean? Hang on. What? For real? What? I'd have to like go and click on it or something. Let me just do that. Yeah. Because if so, I'm just going to block him right away. Hello, Clorox Bleach. Good to see you again. Hang on. Let's quickly have a look to fact check that. Yeah, Happy New Year to you. Yeah, I've not seen you around for a while. I hope all is well with you. Go to channel. Let's have a look. You just don't know who you're talking to on here, really, do you? Hang on. Let's have a look. King Dale Clark. Yeah. Well, that's you gone then. Goodbye. Yeah. You're gone. Goodbye, Jake. Sounds like it was that Kingdale Clark guy, Jamie, be careful. Yeah. I knew as soon as he started talking about someone being a troll, then, yeah. I'm sure it was that Jake account's been here for a while. Even before I kicked Kingdale Clark. It's kind of weird how someone would come in with all these different accounts. It got by the name Jake, but then it's at Kingdale Clark. So it's like, yeah, busted. So yeah, goodbye. You ain't fucking welcome here, you know? Goodness. They try and pretend like, yeah, they try and pretend like there's some kind of genuine guy, but I did have a feeling that that Jake person there was something off with that account. They'd suspect, really. But I try to be like, you know, decent with people, but you just have to really be careful not to just trust everybody. I talked to him, yeah. Yeah, no, you seem to be kind of both friendly with each other or something. So maybe you're both, I don't know whether maybe you and him are tag teaming, I don't know. I just don't even know what's going on. Like, I don't know what to believe. Like, there's just a lot of strange people online. He was like a brother to me. Who's that? Who was like a brother to you? Yeah. Maybe we can play some of the sad violin music for the mood of Jake leaving the chat or being. Check me out. What's that? Jake, I'm not joking. Oh, really? How was that then? How was Jake like a brother to you? Was you talking to him or something? Some people can be very sneaky and try to kind of build your trust just to turn out to be dodgy. So here we go. Sad violin music. The meme one. Hello, Eric. Good to see you in here. How are you doing? Yeah, that music. You probably heard it. Yeah. That's yeah. Very emotional. That Jake is no longer in the chat. So well, Jake, aka Kingdale Clark. So yeah. So obviously it was a Kingdale Clark account that had rebranded as Jake, basically. So he was always friendly to me, but I have no idea. Yeah, because he was actually being friendly to me, right? It was even. This is a crazy thing on one of my videos where I talked about, you know, not being a people pleaser and all that. But then he tried to kind of like be like. Well, he was saying, you know, about like supporting my video, saying that, you know, he agrees with it 100% and all that, and you know, and then the other day, a few days ago, like where he basically tries to kind of make out like you know, like contradicting myself because I, you know, had a hissy fit because people were not saying he wasn't saying hi to me when he came in the chat and said hi everyone. It just felt kind of disrespectful, like, and I'm like, I just don't like it when people do that, especially when people have been like supporting me the whole time and then they just go and like kind of, you know, do that. It just feels like you're just being stabbed in the back when people act like that, you know, when they just like it was just deliberately doing that shit. So. And then go and say hi to other people. It's like, if you're coming into the chat, you know, at least try and just say hi to me first. I don't think that's really, doesn't take doesn't cost you anything to do that. So then he just was like, oh, I didn't come for days because of how you were being, and it's like, okay, fuck off then. Like, I can't be asked with like drama and all that. It's just some troll, isn't it? You know, I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. Seems like a rookie mistake for a troll. What do you mean? Someone who's not a very good troll, you're saying, or something like? Yeah, it's like if you're gonna troll someone, then if you're gonna have backup accounts like that, then at least make it subtle. Like, they can't even be subtle with it, can they? They have to try and make it obvious that they're what they're doing. Yeah. But you gotta just keep your guard up. So this is just in general, just like if people seem to be too nice to you, then there could be some ulterior motive. Yeah, you've got to just keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really, but yeah, it just sucks because I thought, oh, you know, it was like a genuine one. Man, you live stream a lot, huh? Keep it going, and you will be like Mr. Beast. Yeah, whatever. Hello, Mark. Good to see you again. Yeah, I've actually kind of cut down a bit on the live streaming lately, but I do try to stay consistent with it, but I don't stream as much as probably Yogi, actually. He usually does like, I think he does about half an hour in the morning and a couple of hours on the evening and then a couple of hours on the night as well, so he's getting some hours in. But he was saying that he does a lot of live streaming because he feels like he needs to do that to keep his channel relevant or something like that, to keep it popular or something, but because it's like if you don't do a lot of if you don't do it at all, then it might lose a lot of the, you know, momentum that you've built up. So sometimes you can feel like you kind of just have to keep doing it, even when it's just getting a bit too much. But I try to just like keep it balanced. As like I'd rather not just like have people expect me to be on so much that I'm like I can't cope with it. So you can get a lot, having to deal with a lot of like the comments and stuff, and it can burn you out. I need to go live, but I haven't in a while. Yes, there's 3 times a day Yogi does. Yeah. So I've kind of got familiar with his schedule, but yeah, he's a good guy, and he's also very much into fitness. So yeah, I'm just thinking I might do some leg extensions with the resistance bands. Because, yeah, squats are great for the legs, but it's good to have some kind of like extension kind of exercise for your legs as well. But you could do reverse Nordics as well, but I find it just very uncomfortable on the feet doing that shit, really. But there might be a way around it. I will never doing that 1 min pump routine. Alright. Here's my impression of D-Bird. You ready? Fucking Men of Action. Here we go. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop, pop. Whatever, doing little, oh yeah, predictive text. Oh yeah, hello, happy dandy, what's up? I don't remember you now. Yeah. What band was that? Sorry, I forgot about that, really. Haven't got round to it. I'll have to check it out at some point. Gravity, you've got it. What's that? Oh, predictive text. Yeah. But yeah, that's I think Dennis is live now actually, and he just keeps on doing this thing like, I go, you go, and he has all these rhymes where it's like, what is that? Where is it? Number 38. If you just arrived, it ain't too late. Let's get it. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop, pop. Yeah, it does the kind of like the burpee thing at the end. Would do the jogging on the spot. Oh shit, I keep accidentally muting myself. Yeah, it's right now. Hello Jerry, I'm your old friend Baby Teardrop. I don't know who that is. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop, pop. Yeah, it's just like literally like every day doing that shit, you know. What you on about? What are you putting my name? You putting my name? What name? Baby Teardrop. I don't know. Don't know who that is. Anyway. Nah. I don't remember you. Anyway, who have we still got in here then? But yeah, go and check out Men of Action just to like, you'll hear him do those kind of like grunting noises when he's doing the push-ups. And for some reason he uses dumbbells for his like push-ups. I guess it's, I don't know. Is it because you got like stronger grip or something doing it that way? Anyway, I don't know. I don't really remember you. Has it been a while or something? Or if people have not been for a while, then I might forget. Unless it really sticks out. Anyway. What days? Prevents wrist injury. Oh yeah, because of like the wrists on the floor, you mean, of like, yeah, because it's in a bent up position and it's repetitive strain injury, I suppose. What are they called? Parallettes. They can be good for that as well. Like, and you get deeper range of motion with it as well. Yes, fellow board. I'll have to check it out, but yeah. Yeah, like then you say you was a bit of like an old school metal fan or something. I'm gonna do a few. I'll take the jacket off for this one because yeah, I'm gonna do a few of the single leg burpees. Yeah. Right, here we go. What? Oh yeah. Yes, we use them on the field, calisthenics, still bodybuilding. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you can use calisthenics to build muscle. It just, I did the, I don't know if you saw earlier, I did the assisted pistol squats. So that's like a way of progressing body weight squats with calisthenics. But if you're holding on to like a rail or something, then it takes the stability thing out of it. Because that can be a limiting factor for pistol squats, where there's a lot of the stability going on in it. You might not get as good of a stimulus. There's this thing called stimulus to fatigue ratio and all that, and that can become a limiting factor with things like that. But yeah, you probably know a lot about that stuff. But yeah, it's not the best just like on its own. Like you could do it like having something to either rings or just a pole to grab onto. Welcome back. Oh yeah, full engagement. Yeah, if you're doing like, it's like you gotta like sometimes put your ego aside. It's like sometimes it's better to have assistance than to. This is what is it called Paul, the guy from Fitness Hut, was saying. It's better to use assistance than to just like ego lift and not hit the muscle. It's like, yeah, you'll eventually be able to do some of these things without assistance, but you have to like use assistance first in order to build that strength up through the full range of motion in order to do it. But yeah, it's just but yeah, this is what we're looking like now. So we're just kind of, yeah. Obviously, lighting helps. You can see, like, depending on the lighting, you can see some abs there, and it's like, but if you turn around and then it's like, depending on the way I put the camera, it's like this lighting, for example, you don't see anything. So you can see how they can trick you with the lighting. So, yeah. So that's my back. I've been trying to work on that lately, so trying to get some definition in there. So yeah, trying to build the lats and everything. So yeah, welcome back, Happy Dandy. Hello, Burpee Fisherman. How you doing? Yeah, so just put my t-shirt back on. So I'll show you guys my progress. I didn't do leg raises earlier, so I might do some of those. Yeah, you just came in here a minute ago. Yeah. Apostles have wrenches. I don't really just give everyone wrenches out. Your neck is getting wider and wider. Oh yeah, people have been saying that. Yeah. Yeah, people have been talking about my neck getting wider. See the fucking chest through the t-shirt. You know you're getting swole when you can see like some definition through the clothes. So yeah. Right, I'm gonna do some what I call the crucifix exercise. So what I'm gonna do, just gonna it's a lot harder than what it looks, but yeah, try it. It's a good one for the re-adults. You really don't need that much, like kind of, you don't really need to put your feet out that far for it to really start getting difficult. But if you're just like first starting it, I would suggest putting your feet like right up towards the wall, just doing it like this. That'll be a lot easier. As you put your feet out further, you'll notice it becoming increasingly more difficult. So you can do just like reps, so you can do pause reps, whatever, and yeah. I think Roy just did weights to get that neck, I think. Oh yeah. Top label stuff, what do you mean? In about the weights or something, or I think shrugs are what's been helping me get my neck, actually. Yeah, so because when you're doing shrugs, look at this. You'll notice the neck, right? Look at that. Can you see? So that's how it's causing the neck to get wider, because you're tensing the neck up indirectly when you're doing that. So even though if you're not intentionally trying to train the neck, but you can just do it through shrugs, and that can help prevent whiplash. But yeah, I wonder if there's like any band exercises for neck training. I might have to look into that, but I think it's just mainly me doing the shrugs that have been helping with the neck. But you could do it different ways, like this, and that will help train different parts of your neck as well as your traps. So you can either do it that way or that way. You can do it all different kind of ways. I might do some of that actually, but that'll help get the traps. So getting a bit of that been starting to develop there, and a thicker neck. I don't know about the front of the neck really, like if there's anything to like other than just using weights, but yeah, because I don't know if that's really, I don't know if it's really that necessary, but the like back of the neck, the side of the neck, that's going to get pretty much hit with the shrugs, but it may potentially to some degree. Head rolls are good, like Tyson head rolls. How does that work? So I heard Mike Tyson did a lot of neck training because it was necessary for his sport. But yeah. But yeah, I did a good like on my arms today. So yeah, I did my arms. Do a bit of a flex. Yeah. When you have neck thing, it looks awesome. Oh yeah. But I don't know like at what point it becomes dangerous, because I hear, especially when you do steroids, it becomes dangerous then. But maybe if you're natural, it's not really something to worry about. So just kind of probably not worth worrying about too much. This one's actually sometimes I do this one for the traps as well. It's just this thing. So you just kind of do that, but you're squeezing while you're doing it. Try to keep tension on the traps, and then you can do it this way as well. And then that way. Yes, that's sometimes I do that for traps, or just use the bands to shrug them. Yeah, big necks indicate being strong, because like if you want to have like if you want to train any muscle group, then yeah, neck is probably going to be the most important, one of the most important muscles in combat, because you're a lot less likely to get choked out if you have a big neck. Hello Yogi, good to see you. How have you been? Anyway, share the live, guys, if you can. Let's get to 10 likes real quick. So just showing the body weight, like shrugged sort of thing that I was doing on the floor. This is another rear delt exercise that I remember learning about. I'll just like do this on the floor, but kind of looks like this. Just like pulls at the top, like that. Don't know if anyone's done that one before, but yeah, you maybe could add weight to that one actually. Maybe I could try doing it with some weight on, see if it makes it harder. Some people use weighted vests. The only thing, if you're using weighted vests when doing a push-up, it actually decreases the range of motion and can actually be counterproductive, because you might not get as much of that stretch. You can counter that by having like parallettes or something like that, but then you're not going to be able to go all the way down to the bottom if you really want to get the full range of motion. So best thing to do really would probably be to strap some weight on your back, either a backpack or just strap some plates on your back, and then you can keep progressing with your push-ups. So that's a tip for like weighted calisthenics. But yeah, yeah, I'll try this one again with the weight on my it's not going to work because it's going to fall off, so yeah. But you really just want to focus on the squeeze. That one. See, I don't know how you would like progress it, but maybe you could try it with like one arm possibly. That could be a way to progress it, I guess. I might try that actually with that particular exercise. See if it works with just one arm. The only thing with doing one arm at a time, it takes longer. Like, for example, if you start doing one arm push-ups, it's not as efficient with time. It's the same with pistol squats, unless you just like doing the training. But you know, if you want to just try and get it done quicker, you get more bang for your buck by doing compound exercises where you're training multiple muscle groups at once, like squats, deadlifts, maybe some bench press, dips, pull-ups, and rows. Mainly, but yeah. Well, you could do chin-ups for the biceps. So like that way you can target the biceps while you're doing that. But you also want to do some pronated grip as well to target the other side of your arm. But you do a bit of like isolation stuff like lateral raises, for example. But yeah, really great information, Joe. Yeah. It's just stuff that I've learned. So I'm gonna try the I don't know what you call it, but that one's actually a good core exercise as well, I find. I feel it a bit in the core doing that. I think it's because of the instability of the one side at a time, so you might get a bit of core in there. So that could actually be a benefit of doing one side at a time, because there's that instability there, that's that body trying to balance itself. So that can, so yeah, you could argue it's less time efficient, but then you're also getting a bit of core workout in there, so maybe it isn't such a waste of time doing that stuff. But yeah, wow, that is actually a good core exercise, actually doing it that way. So I might have found a good exercise variation from that floor press, whatever you call it, like the rear delt press. I don't know what you call it, but yeah. I think the other one might be called a wall press, the one that I did like against the wall. But yeah. So another exercise that you can do, that you can target your side delts with, just with body weight, is this one. So it looks like this. So you just do this. Alright, other side now. Fuck. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Arnie, Stallone. I think they were all on Sunday. I mean, I don't think Stallone was on probably that much, but he was probably on some test. Yeah, I think it was at least on that. I know Arnie, well, he admitted to test and D-ball, but possibly was on more, who knows, but that's all we know at the moment. But yeah, they're all doing it, but the thing is though, there's a lot of like low standards when it comes to steroids accusations with like, oh, this physique isn't attainable naturally, but oftentimes they're quite black-pilled when it comes to that kind of stuff. They're like, oh, you can't achieve that physique naturally, it must be steroids, because they don't know how to train properly, or they just give up too easily because they don't see gains overnight. So it's like, it feels good to like accuse someone of being on roids because it makes you feel good about yourself, because it's like, oh, well, I'm not on roids and that's why I'm small or something. It's because it would hurt their ego to see someone natural that's bigger than them. So they have to accuse them of being natural. They can't handle that someone might be bigger than them because they put more work in. Because they're too much of a pussy to actually train. If they really wanted it that bad, then they would find a way. And of course there's going to be genetics, but oftentimes people just use that as a cop-out. Well, I could have just decided, you know what, maybe I don't have the genetics for it, but I've proven, you know, that wrong, that I can if I just really dedicate myself to it. I eat the food that's required. It's like, yeah, I'm going to have to eat more food, but I can still get results. Natural bodies take years, yeah, definitely. Because with some of these people, it's like, because they needed to get into a certain shape, like, quickly. There was like Tom Hardy, right? He needed to get in shape very quickly, so it was very sus. And it was also the thing of him getting big traps very quickly. If they have big traps and shoulders very quickly, massive telltale sign that on steroids or some kind of PED. There's no way that could happen naturally that quickly, even with the best genetics in the world. Hello, Average Joe. Good evening to you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. So we talk a lot about health and fitness here, and sometimes some random stuff as well, but yeah, how are you doing anyway? So is your name Joe then, or at least over a period of time? Yeah, but thing is, if you do train consistently for a few years, you can get good results. And people talk about like the natural plateau or the natural limit, but the reality is that oftentimes it's underestimated how far people can actually go naturally. And the thing is, if you keep bulking and cutting all the time, I don't think that's necessarily healthy. So I'm not saying people should try and like force out extra gains and try to bulk up in order to get there. I don't know, I would just try to stay healthy and just get to a point where you just kind of maintain and then just kind of, even just maintaining at a certain point, just try to maintain your fitness just at a certain level and just
just be happy with what you've got. That's what I would recommend. It's like, if you've been training consistently for 2-3 years or so, you've probably already got most of the gains that you're ever going to make, because all you're doing is getting diminishing returns after that. Like, you might get, say, 10 to 20 pounds of muscle in your first year. Maybe in the next year you might get 5 to 10 pounds of muscle, and in the third year you might only get about 3 pounds of muscle, because it diminishes. I mean, maybe it doesn't go down that quickly, but you get me, right? All these skinny actors suddenly became big guys like overnight. It's crazy. Yeah, I think it was like with, what was it, Tom Hardy was like 5 weeks. He was once like proper skinny, and then 5 weeks later he's looking jacked as crap. It's like he literally put on like at least 20, maybe even 30 pounds of muscle in that time, which is crazy. Like, and that is possible if you're a noob and you respond really well to the drugs. Not everyone's going to respond the same, but yeah, it would take years to get the same level naturally. But you have to just kind of like, I think it's important to just take the slower path, because then it's like, okay, you get the gains from the steroids, and then it's like, okay, well, now what? You're going to start blasting even more, because that dopamine starts to run out. You have to get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm happy with where I am, but the problem is that they get in this kind of trap of like constantly wanting more and doing whatever it takes to get it. So that's the issue I have with that, really. That it's just it's this hedonic treadmill where it's like, once you've got to a certain level, and it's like, after that the novelty wears off, you have to then up the ante even more, get to then feel that same dopamine hit. It's kind of like a drug. I'd actually say it is a drug, because it works the same way in the dopamine reward system of constantly improving yourself. But like, at that point you should start to look at other ways to improve yourself, like improving yourself holistically. So that would be my advice for people who feel like they're never good enough with their training or whatever, and I want to bench another 10 pounds or whatever, or they're at 390, they need to get to 400 pounds or whatever, because somebody told them they need to get there to be strong or whatever. And it's like, no, you don't listen to these motherfuckers. Keanu Reeves was the same as Tom Hardy. What do you mean with this training and all that? What was that guy called? Patrick Bateman, American Psycho. I remember that there was this thing where he went from being super jacked to then being scrawny. He actually did it deliberately for a role. I think he lost about 50 pounds to get into that role, going from being jacked and athletic to like being scrawny, like he's from a concentration camp. But yeah, it's mad how some people do crazy stuff to get into a role, isn't it? The extremes that they'll go to, take steroids or do extreme starvation diets or whatever. It's quite concerning, really, isn't it? Yeah. I might just come back on in a minute, guys. Yeah, I'll see you all in a sec.